So everyone, welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to focus in on Columbus firing Scott Howson from the general manager's relieving Scott Howson, of his general manager duties. It's been a long time coming. I think it's an absolute disgrace what he's done to that franchise. I think, you look back at, obviously the Rick Nash trade. I got the Bruins Rangers on, kind of looking at Rick Nash in a Rangers uniform. The few assets they got back. I mean, Dubinsky's, an okay player. Anisimov's all right. Erickson, okay. In a first round pick. It's going to be later in the first round. And then you look at, they've got all these defensemen. They didn't draft Alex Galchenyuk. Now, I understand Ryan Barr hasn't played a game this year, and Alex Galchenyuk, well, he hasn't played a game since, I think November, I should say, excuse me. And obviously, Galchenyuk was coming off the knee injury, but you look back at all the defensemen they have too many defensemen, not enough skilled forwards. Now, luckily, they have 3 first-round picks in one of the deepest drafts in recent memory with, LA. It's on the Jeff Carter deal. We'll talk Carter in a second. I think you look back at the Carter deal. Obviously, Carter wanted nothing to do with Columbus. He made that obvious mistake, God bless him. And I think even that acquisition, you're requiring another shooter to play with Rick Nash. You really can't have 2 shooters out there. I mean, you look at, to make an NBA comparison, when the Denver Nuggets put Carmelo Anthony and was it Allen Iverson? I couldn't think of him. He hasn't played in like 3 or 4 years, so put those two together. I mean, that was an unmitigated disaster for the Nuggets, and ended up working out down the line. But I think that's what you're looking at when you're putting Carter and putting Rick Nash together. They both want to get their shot. They've both been very successful getting their shot, but neither one can facilitate. And obviously, Carter had no heart or desire to be in Columbus. And I mean, I look back at the deal. I mean, they got a first-round pick and Jack Johnson back for Jeff Carter, but they could add Couturier or even Dougie Hamilton of the Boston Bruins, some really talented guys. That was a first-round pick that went to Philly in that deal, and it's just really. That's the tip of the iceberg. Then Nikita Filatov in 2008. John Moore really hasn't blossomed, in anything totally impressive yet. I think he's still going to up that 2009 first-round pick. And, it's really, they've made the playoffs once since he was named GM on June 15, 2007. So that's he's had almost 5.5 years, and like I said, they should have fired him sooner. The Rick Nash deal is an abomination. They could have got a lot more. I mean, I'm looking at all these talented kids in the Rangers organization. Carl Hagelin, JT Miller, the teenager playing very well from Ohio, no less. You didn't get any of those kids. You didn't get Kreider. You didn't get McDonough, or obviously they want to trade McDonough. I don't think they would have traded McDonough for Crosby straight up. To be honest with you, they love him in that organization. They love him in New York. And as one of my favorite players, but I'm looking at all these talented guys and all these talented young players in the Rangers organization, going, why are these guys, in Columbus right now? Brady Shea from Minnesota was having a bad college year, but it's a disgrace. I know they got Davidson from St. Louis in the front office. I can see him stepping in and taking the general manager spot, and I think that's probably what's best for them long term. Like I said, they've got 3 first-round picks, one of the deepest drafts in recent memory. If they screw this up, then just sink the franchise. But see what happens. Anyway, that's like this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Columbus relieving Scott Howson of his general manager duties. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.